Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I hope you enjoy this video, and I also hope that you subscribe to my channel. I am doing part 2 of Shop My Stash for the month of May. In this video, I will link part 1 in the cards above shortly. The emphasis of this video is the design as well as working with odorless monomer. I have spoken about this a few times on my channel, but lately, in the past couple days, I have gotten a few questions about odorless monomer. I've seen some chit chat about it. We're all doing our nails from home now, so just something that's not gonna have the house smelling like regular monomer. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy my tips, and definitely leave me comments down below and let me know how you felt about the video. So I want to initially I'm just trying to figure out what nail bed color I want to use and just making sure it goes with the colors that I've picked out. So this is this glitter mix I made myself, and this is Young Nails colored acrylic in turquoise. At the end of the video, I will go over all the items that I'm using. The reason I like to wait to the end is because sometimes once you start working, you might pick something else out. So that's why I like to do it at the end of the video. So I am just going to create a design on these nail tips, and these are just some regular stiletto tips that I got off Amazon. I really don't like using them for myself, so they're perfect for design videos and swatch videos. So here what I'm doing is I'm just going in with the bead of glitter, the glitter mix. I mixed that with clear acrylic, and just okay. I'm kind of starting in the middle of explaining the monomer, but working with the monomer. Let's start there. Working with the monomer, you want to work a little bit drier because this monomer that I'm using, the Mia's Secret Fusion monomer, does not dry until you put it in the lamp to cure. So you want to work a little bit drier so that the acrylic's not running all over the nail. So you kind of want like a gel consistency. So if you were working with builder gels, you kind of want that consistency. I don't really know what else to compare it to if you're not familiar with gel, but you kind of want it gooey but not runny. I hope that makes sense. And I flash cure between, so the first glitter that I laid, I flash cured that. I'm gonna flash cure again right now after starting the nail bed, and that's because it doesn't cure. I don't want to keep tinkering with it and end up messing up my design. When I say flash cure, I just put that in my UV LED lamp for about 10 to 15 seconds. So you start the design, you have a part of it set, just go ahead and pop that in the lamp for a few seconds just to set it in place. It does not fully cure. You're gonna have to fully cure the nail once you're done with the design. So I am happy with that ombre. I'm gonna clean up the sides and then I'm gonna fully cure that. Typically between 60 and 120 seconds, and we'll talk a little bit more about the curing towards the end of the video. So on this nail, I'm going in with the colored acrylic, and one thing I kind of forgot to do, but you should do when working with colored acrylic, is blend it from both sides to avoid any harsh lines. As I'm doing now, I'm just blending it down from both sides, so when I put that next bead, it doesn't have like a harsh line. Sometimes with some acrylics, when you're doing the different beads with the odorless monomer, you can get that line, but it's not typical with all acrylics. With this, the Young Nails acrylic, I don't really get that line, but just to prevent that, just blend it from both sides before you add the next bead. So blend it at both sides. And here I had a little patch that wasn't fully opaque, so I'm just adding a little bit more of the acrylic here, and then I should be blending it well with the acrylic that's already laid, and again blending from both sides. On this nail, yes, I'm giving you guys a marble nail. You know I love marble nails or swirl nails or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going in with a thin layer of the clear acrylic. I'm not going to cure it. I'm just going to leave it so it'll help me marble in the colors that I want. And I don't have to use as much product. All of these layers you want to just work really thin. Especially with colored acrylic, your design work really thin, because when you encapsulate the nail in clear, that's when you're going to build the strength of the nail. So as far as the smell, so this is marketed as an odorless monomer. No, it does not smell like monomer. It does smell. It kind of has like a sweet smell. Slight chemical, but more of a sweet smell to it. So you still need to work in a ventilated area. However, the smell doesn't linger in the air like monomer does. So if you have your window cracked or you have a fan on with the window cracked, once you're done, about 10 minutes later, your house doesn't smell like monomer. I did do a video recently on how to reduce the monomer smell, reduce the smell of monomer. Which I will link in the cards above. And if you want to use regular monomer, there are ways to reduce the smell in your house. So I will link that video in the cards above. Check that out if you really want to use regular monomer and instead of the odorless monomer, so you don't have to cure it. For me, I have tried other brands of odorless monomer, but they take so long to cure that it's not really worth it for me. So the first odorless monomer I tried was this Mia's Secret one that you have to cure, and for me that one works the best. So that's the one that I've played with, and this is the instructions that I'm giving you is just how it works for me. If you've tried it and you don't like it, that's fine, but this is just how I feel about it, how it works for me. So yes, it does have a smell, but it's not the heavy monomer smell, and the smell doesn't linger in the air as long as regular monomer. With this monomer, you want to work a little bit drier so it's not running all over the place, because you do have to cure it. When you have your lamp on, you want to keep the monomer and your brush away from the lamp. If you have the monomer in front, your jar of monomer that you're dipping into with your brush, or your brush in front of the lamp, it's going to cure it. So just keep that to the side. Just make sure they're not right next to each other, because you don't want to cure everything that's in the jar. I do get this off Amazon, but I did find it on Skyline Beauty's website for a lot cheaper. Things are a little bit more expensive now because of the pandemic, and a lot of people are doing their nails from home. So I've noticed a surge in prices on certain things. So just try some of the beauty supply sites, look for the monomer, but I have found it way cheaper on I found it way cheaper on skylinebeauty.com. And another thing that I wanted to point out with this monomer is you may experience a heat spike when you're curing it. So I'm not sure if you ladies have done gel, or sometimes even with your gel polish, if you're just doing an overlay, sometimes the nail plate gets hot. One of the things that I do when I use this on myself is I use the low heat setting on my lamp. So initially when you're curing, just start off with the low heat setting, and if it's your nail plate starts to get warm, pull it out of the lamp and just put it back in a couple seconds. But ensure that you do cure everything for at least 2 minutes. I feel 2 minutes is the best curing time, and we'll talk about that in a few more minutes. So yeah, so far I think I've covered a lot of the things that I wanted to talk about, and I'm pretty much almost done with the design here. So I'm gonna let you finish watching the design, and then when I'm done with all the design, I will be back to chit chat with you some more. Okay, so here is my design. I'm gonna go ahead and encapsulate these nails. I think I showed you about 2 nails of encapsulation. It's pretty quite boring and it's pretty straightforward. However you work best, if you do 1 bead, 2 bead, 100 beads, whatever, that's what you do here. And you're just going to cap your design. So basically, add the clear, you're adding the strength to the nail, and you're also protecting your design. So when you file and shape, you're not over filing, taking off the color or taking off the glitter or ruining your design. So just make sure the structure of the nail and all that is built at this step, because these are just, this is just a design video and I'm not using these tips for anything. I'm not really worried about building the strength of the nail or anything like that. I'm just more so worried about capping the design. So if this was you doing it on yourself, you would make sure that you build your apex and all of that stuff. So make sure you're building the structure and strength of the nail. And yeah, so I only do 2 nails here showing you how I encapsulate. And make sure that you're blending your beads and then you're looking at your nail from all of the angles to have the smoothest surface possible. This is important if you don't like filing. I don't like filing, so I kind of want to make sure if there's any dips that I blend in some more acrylic, any bumps or lumps or whatever. And I also want to make sure that I'm keeping my sides pretty cleaned up, because I don't want to do all that extra shaping and filing. So yeah, just make sure you're looking at the nail from all angles and trying to build that nail out as smooth as you can so that you don't have to do as much filing. And when you're filing, make sure that you're wearing a mask, because you don't want to inhale all of the dust. Also, a lot of the times when I'm working with monomer, I wear my mask anyway, so I'm not inhaling the fumes. Like I said, this does have a smell to it, more of a sweet smell, but I still don't want to inhale all of those fumes. So I've cured everything for a full 2 minutes in the lamp, and I'm just pulling it off so I could file it. Your nails should not be sticky. It might feel like a little greasy, but it shouldn't be sticky. If the nail's sticky, then that means it's not cured all the way. But if it feels a little slick, like there's some oil on it or whatever, that's fine. But sticky, you need to put that back in the lamp and have it finish curing. Another thing is, if you click the nail, it should make a clicking sound, and that's how you know also the nail is fully cured all the way through. So after you just pretty much file the nail as usual, shape it, file it, or whatever. Yeah, I don't really have too much to add about the filing. Just make sure that if it's sticky and you start filing and you're filing off all that sticky layer and it comes off in clumps, because I've done this before, you're literally filing off all of your nail, like all the structure of the nail, all of the strength of the nail. So pop it back in the lamp, make sure it's cured, make sure it's not sticky. When you're filing, it shouldn't be clumpy when you're filing. If it's clumpy when you're filing, it's because it's not fully cured. So when you're filing, it should be filing as normal, like just producing dust, not clumps. So just file it, then go ahead and buff it, and then add your top coat. So I just wanted to make sure that I went over everything and just reinforce that working with the Odorless Monomer, this brand in particular, that you are working a little bit drier. And if you're doing designs or whatever, it's okay just to flash cure it and then come back and finish the design. I actually prefer to work like that so I'm not disrupting anything. A full cure for me, in my experience, has been 2 minutes. And then again, it shouldn't be sticky if the nail is fully cured, and then you do your filing as normal. I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to top coat this and then cure that, and then I will go over all the products that I used in this video. Definitely, if you have any questions or any things that I did not address in this video, leave me a comment down below. And I'm actually gonna try and recreate this set as press-ons for one of my friends. I sent her a picture of this set and she's like, oh, those are cute. She can't get her nails done. So I am gonna do my first attempt at press-ons. It's going to be this exact same design, so I don't really think you guys want it filmed. If you do, let me know. If I get enough people that want to see it filmed, then I definitely will make a video of me trying to make press-ons for the first time. And bless her heart, because she is so sweet. Even if they're ugly or they're not perfect, I know her and I know she's still gonna try and wear them, or you know what I mean, like not to make me feel bad. But anyway, so what I used in this video was the Mia Secret Fusion Monomer Madam Glam Silk Off Top Coat. This is the glitter mix that I made. The acrylic is Young Nails in turquoise. I used Mia Secret in Cover Beige. I used their clear, and I used the 3D white. So those are the products that I used. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you like the Shop My Stash videos. I will be doing another one for the month of June. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.